Hey folks, welcome back to Titus has 1 foot stuck in the snow. It's actually 2 feet stuck in the snow. It's actually Let's Play Final Fantasy X on the Series JG. I haven't recorded in quite a while, although I have played, because what I have done is... Oh, Riku has a sphere grid that you can use. I did not realize this. Oh yes, because she's trying to get at Pilfer Gill. What I've actually done, folks, is I've done a lot of... I played ahead a bit without recording, and it's not like I was ruining the story for myself or anything. I know the story, but I played ahead a bit to get to an area where I found out that there is an enemy that drops as a rare drop, level 3 key spheres, because we've got a lot of level 3 keys blocks that we have to deal with. We should have plenty of level 1 keys, decent number level 2 keys. We've got some level 4 that we've picked up here and there, not many, but I know a way to use the bribe tactic, the bribe skill, which we'll be getting later, against, do we have that now? I think we already have that now, don't we? I'm confused. I know that I've got it off screen. I think maybe you do acquire it later, but there's a skill called bribe that you have to get. And you don't have to get it, but it's very helpful. It sounds lamer than all get out. You use the bribe skill to make enemies run away by spending money. There it is. Yeah, the bribe skill causes enemies to run away, but it costs money. But the enemies also give you items, and there are certain items that you can get this way. Instead of defeating enemies and having item drops, some enemies, their item drops kind of suck, but their bribe thing is actually quite useful, and that's lame and it's stupid, but it's a mechanic that's in the game, so I'm gonna have to try to use it. So I can get level 4 key spheres, though it costs a lot of gil. I can get level 4 key spheres through bribe, but there's nothing you can bribe to get level 3 key spheres, and I remember thinking level 3s weren't that hard to find, it seems to me, in my previous playthroughs. What's the big problem? Here's the big problem, folks. Kimahri is the problem. It's all Kimahri's fault. I took Kimahri on this weird, kind of convoluted path around the sphere grid, but I did not. Up at this point in the game, he has not gotten steel or used, but the important thing is steel. Level 3 key spheres you steal from those 2 Ronzo dudes that we battled like 2 videos ago. Biran and the other guy. Can't remember their names. The guy says stuff like, "Little Kimahri, cry alone," and the other one goes, "Homeless." Yeah, you're supposed to steal level 3 key spheres from those guys, but the only time you ever fight them, of course, is with Kimahri, and Kimahri alone. So you have to use a steal command with Kimahri, and that battle, as you saw, you're able to get it under control, apply power break, magic break, get mighty guard on yourself, lance at health out of them when you need it. You can fight those guys all day. That's a controllable battle. You can keep the battle going. I mean, I don't think there's any game where controlling a battle means quite as much as it does in, say, Final Fantasy Tactics, where you're trying to, like, steal the Genji equipment from that one guy whose name I can't remember, but he has Celia and Lade as his assistants. And this is this battle that's you're supposed to win it quick and fast before you just damage the boss as quickly as possible before you get crushed. As opposed to, like, the, I dare say Red's anti-boss tactic in Legend of Dragoon, which is, like, to defend and constantly regain small amounts of health and make battles last a long time. Yeah, you're supposed to make boss battles go quickly in some games, but this is a battle you can control. I'm way off topic now, but this is a battle that you can control. Like, setting up lots and lots of opportunities to speed break and then steal against some boss in Final Fantasy Tactics, so you can get lots of goods and equipment. In that boss battle, Kimahri versus the 2 Ronzo guys, you're supposed to, get slow applied if you can. They may be immune to slow, but definitely get power break and magic break, and then just start stealing. And you can steal, like, more level 3 key spheres than you need in the entire game. But I didn't do it. So I played ahead to a point where you can actually have an enemy who drops them as random items. And that's why there'll be but their common drop is level 2 key spheres. They're random, or they're rare drop is level 3. So what you'll find later on that we will be loading state, and I'll have it's probably the last power leveling that I'll do, unless I go after the bosses, the super bosses. The last power leveling I'll ever do in the game as part of the main plot line. And you'll see that I end up with like over a dozen level 3 key spheres and 99 level 2 key spheres. It was insane. But anyway, that's still to come. For now, we're still climbing Mount Gagazet, and we know that the Ronzo are behind us, fighting to keep the Guado at bay, so we should have a clear run. As long as we're not ambushed. Yeah, that would have been stupid. So the Guado won't be giving us any trouble, which means we should be able to just proceed up Mount Gagazet without much trouble. Because no trouble, trouble, I've used the word trouble like 3 times in that sentence. So there's nothing to worry about. This must be a cinema scene about how much fun everyone's having, freezing their, butts off and hard nipples poking everywhere.
Xanarkand is on the other side, you know.
We really should have worn long pants.
Uni is gonna get the final A on, you know.
I know.
I still haven't thought of anything.
You know?
Me neither.
I know.
What are we gonna do?
You know?
We'll do something.
Yeah, good plan.
We just don't know enough yet.
You'll never know enough, Titus.
We really can't help Yuna. Let's go to Xanarkand. We'll find something there.
I'll pose dramatically.
It'll all come together. I know it.
I have faith in the heart.
Hey! Just now, you sounded like a leader, you know?
You'll make a great Gullwing.
Star of the Xanarkand Apes. Didn't anyone tell you?
Great stupid ass pose.
Aha!
Yeah, whatever, Riku, I'm out of here.
Huh?
She sees us! Oh. Oh! Hey, what do you know? It's weird there.
The son of Jack.
It looks superimposed for some
Riku,
reason. I know it's all
run ahead
CGI,
and tell
but...
Auron.
You are not fighting him alone!
Just go, go!
We've never seen Seymour rush in his life. How in the world did he catch up with them?
Now is your time to die. Prepare yourself, son of Jack.
Not if I can help it!
I'm not gonna prepare!
Sampo Kemari.
Oh, there's some Kamari.
Lady Yuna, it is a pleasure.
That's why I'm touching myself, just below the camera shot.
Ascending so soon.
He's serious with this shit.
Allow me to say something to the last Ronso before I leave.
No, just send him. Wait, Astronzo?
Yours was truly a gallant race.
What?
They threw themselves at me to bar my path. One after another.
Wait. He committed genocide and now he's doing that pose?
Kimari.
I'm sorry, your race has been
End
killed.
the suffering of this poor Ronso.
What?
I don't understand you.
Yeah.
Allow Kimari to die and release him from his pain.
I'm not so sure about Seymour anymore.
Spira is a land of suffering and sorrow caught in a spiral of death. To destroy, to heal Spira.
I meant to say heal.
Become sin.
I totally didn't say destroy,
Yes.
I meant heal.
With your help.
With
Me, Yuna.
Yeah, you know what? You've talked me into it. By killing all the
Once I
Ronso.
have become the next sin, your father will be freed again.
He's in jail, right?
What do you know?
Pitiful mortal.
Jesus pose! Because Jesus killed all the Ronso. Wait, what? So now he's got some kind of like demonic spaceship? Jesus Christ, Seymour! Hey, he's got counter on his weapon, nice. Okay, so he just got turned into a zombie. And then he casts full life on you. Okay, that's interesting. That is interesting. He turns you into a zombie and then casts full life. But it appears to all happen within the same turn. Now, I've been playing off camera and I've got additional skills, so I have to think back to what I do and do not have at this point, because some of those additional skills would be damn useful. Let's go with the old bench. We've got Seymour Flux and Mortiorcus. I'm going to assume Seymour Flux is the target that we need to defeat. We're going to do the Banishing Blade because it does the most damage to one target. And I've heard that it inflicts break statuses, although I'm not sure about that one. Maybe I'm using the wrong overdrive. Maybe it's something else that does the breaks. Let's get Kamari in here. Ooh, he has a trigger command.
You have angered Kimari. The spirits of the Ronso will guide Kimari's spear.
And the Lance of Atrophy will turn Titus into a zombie. So, he's turned into a zombie. I can use the Holy Water to remove zombie status. And we're good. And he'll use full life to no effect. I was going to make him cast Scan. Alright, this demonic spaceship with Seymour's hair is now grown into a spaceship. If you thought people make fun of his hair. If you thought his hair looked stupid, he's now grown into a demonic spaceship. Anyway, he's immune to Power Break, Magic Break, Armor Break, Mental Break. So he's immune to all the breaks, okay. He does not appear to be immune to Silence. The only thing I'm noticing that would be potentially useful is Silence. Anyway, predict the Mortiorcus' actions by watching Seymour's. His Lance of Atrophy causes zombie, and the Mortiorcus falls with full life. Together they unleash total annihilation. You bitches! Who throws in the ball? I think it's Riku. And don't blow this, JG. There we go. I think I've got it to where Yuna throws in the ball in my other save state. And uses Dispel, which hits all of us. That's annoying. Not that I had done anything along those lines yet, but that means buffs will be of very little use against him. That's kind of annoying. So he'll break our buffs. Although, I believe he used a magic spell to do that. I think it was Seymour Flux and not Mortiorcus, so I should be able to silence him. Doesn't last forever, though. Did a lot of damage. Oh, this isn't really going that well. I'll get this off of him, but he'll use full life. It's wasted now because nobody has zombie anymore. Oh, they did. Okay, I thought they had to turn together. I wasn't sure exactly what was going to happen there. Alright, let's use Albed Potion to give everyone 1,000 hit points. Silence Buster going on him. Now, Yuna and Lulu haven't done anything yet. Yuna, of course, has a trigger command here.
Do you not want to heal Spira's sorrow?
Not want.
Let death carry you off into peaceful slumber.
You can't run from your fate.
Good comeback, Yuna. Like, don't you want to marry me? I'm a flying spaceship demon guy. I think it would be useful to have my spellcasters in here and have them protected, because he's going to go for, like, that cross-cleave attack does a lot of damage. Oh, wait, you've, yeah, never mind. I forgot you were a zombie. So I'm going to let my spellcasters handle some of the heavy lifting here. Because I do believe he's going for that cross-cleave attack soon. Oh no, he's going for Dispel, because I'm an ass. But I should be able to stop him from using Dispel if I can get Silence applied, but I forgot that Silence Buster only lasted 1 turn. But yeah, I really want my buffs. Enough is never enough of the buff. See? Should help here. I believe that's why we survived. Going through a lot of holy water in this fight. Now, traditionally, you can defeat him by calling out the Aeons, doing shitloads of damage that way. How much, if we should be attacking this Morty whatever guy. He's got silence attack. Be nice if that worked. Apparently it will not. Hold on, folks. Alright, folks, sorry about that. Not sure if I'll remember to edit that out or not, but I didn't see what he did in the last turn. I'm thinking he must have cast a spell, because nobody seems to have any fewer hit points than they had. No, he didn't cast a spell. What the hell did he do? Huh. Yeah, I seriously don't know what he did. Did he cast something on himself? He doesn't have Protect or anything. I'd really like to apply, you know, let's just do an overdrive here. Let's do, do Blizzara Fury, why not? Blizzara! Come on, come on. Oh, I wasted some of those because that thing only had 400 something hit points left. Still, he sucked some out of it. Now he's going to cast Protect on himself. And Dispel on us. It gets lots and lots of turns. Fine, you know, there's a silence grenade or something. I'll use that on him. And somebody else will have to get rid of her zombie status. We did finally silence him though. And it's going for cross cleave, so I probably was fine with her being a zombie. Ouch. This could be going better. Applying silence on him so he can't dispel us and get rid of our buffs should make a difference, though. She's better. Lance of Atrophy? No, you bastard. Okay. Lance of Atrophy, no problem. As long as we don't all get killed on this turn, we shouldn't, because he's going to go for full life. So now we should be able to get Protect on everybody, because Seymour's silenced, he won't be able to dispel us anymore. That should make it much easier to survive the cross cleave. Eventually we're going to start running out of magic points. Ah, he was going to dispel on that turn, and he couldn't. Excellent. And I happen to know that he has another attack. Bio work on this guy? It does! I'd forgotten about that. Alright, let's just get everybody's health up just a little bit before it does whatever it's going to do next. Probably cross cleave? No! Yes. Ugh. Seymour's forced to go in pain. Now she... Oh, he's not silenced anymore. But he's not going to use Dispel on this turn, I don't think. Okay, so let's start getting... Everyone's got Protect. Everyone's got Haste except for Orin. So I'll start casting Shell. You need to use another Silence Grenade, I believe. Because I believe it is worn off. You need to drain either one of them of life, really. Yeah, she can get more life out of it than it has, which is nice. It doesn't attack after we've taken off more than half of its life, where we definitely want to have Shell applied. That's what I'm saying. Go ahead and use Haste on yourself there, Orin, so you become the fastest zombie ever. Now these guys have all the buffs applied. And Yuna could summon an Aeon to do some heavy damage, but that's really not the route I want to go here. So we've got the most useful buffs. It's Dispel Protect. Mortis Auto Attack Mode. Mortiorcus, ready to annihilate. Well, that's nice. It's immune to break attack, but whatever. It's more than half killed now. We've got our best buffs applied. You're going to find out why that's important in a moment. It's not weak against Blizzard, it's not weak against anything in particular, so I'm just throwing attacks at it. I suppose I could be messing around with trying to steal from it, but so there's really no point in doing any attacks on Morty, whatever. You have to go after it. Here, it's like, okay, it's launching those attacks. These are all decreased damage by shell. Those are decreased by shell. So all of that stuff was like cut in half by shell. I believe that would have wiped my party out if I didn't have shell applied. And most strategy guides I've read for this, the low-level strategy guides, because there are people who don't advocate my approach of just over-leveling all the friggin' time. Most of them suggest that you have to figure out exactly what turn on which that's going to happen. Summon an Aeon as a sacrificial lamb. It seems cruel, but that's the best way to deal with that. But by having characters who are somewhat overpowered and suck a little life out of it, not really even worth it. But by having characters who are overpowered and having shell applied, I'm okay. So we're gonna win this thing, folks. Of that, there is no doubt. Yeah, the poison status a big part of this. Silence a big part of it. We didn't even get to see it, but he casts Flare periodically, and Dispel. Him casting Dispel and getting rid of your buffs, major annoyance most of the time. Let's see what we can steal from him. An elixir? Eh. Anybody I didn't use? We got to see dialogue out of Kimahri. We saw Waka. Yeah, there's nobody we didn't use. I guess it was just this time Seymour didn't have anything special to say. Now, I've got a save state later I'll be loading from, so it's not worthwhile trying to get an overkill. But we could do that by summoning Bahamut. But it's really not worth the trouble, so let's just finish him off. Oh, his little spaceship is all unhappy. Look at its arms all shaken. I don't know what the hell that thing was. Thank you, Seymour, for making us retch about weirdness again. Why did he suddenly start making noise? Before there was just going, There we go, folks. Definitely Blackout. It's That's one of my favorite missions from the Warriors. If that's even what it was called. This is the American dream! This is American nightmare! Anyway, I gotta go ahead and call it a video here, I think. I have to try to remember to edit out when somebody knocked on my door. Otherwise, pretty smooth sailing there. What was I going to say? Yeah, I don't really understand what was going on with Seymour as a spaceship, but not really sure if the Uranzo are actually dead. I assumed that first time playing this game, I just assumed the Uranzo were wiped out. I mean, when he said yours was a noble race, I just assumed Seymour had just casually committed genocide on his way up the mountain. Like you do. Definitely worth it to get an overkill for 2 level 4 key spheres, but like I said, we're going to be loading state, so it doesn't really matter. And, yeah, we're going to come back and we'll see the aftermath. I mean, it's always a plot scene after a boss fight, right? So, was this the first time that Seymour had told us that he wants to become Sin with Yuna's help? He mentioned that before. He's definitely a bit of a weirdie, but I think he actually came out and said that he wants to become Sin with Spira's help and kill all of Spira. So you can see how, you know, I mean, I'm not a woman. If I was, I would probably want a man who, you know, had loved me and wanted to take care of me, but I'd also want a man who had his own interests and his own hobbies. I don't think it's right for you know, to be involved with someone who has no interests outside of their partner. I think it's healthy that a man should marry a woman who has her own interests and ideas, and that a woman should marry a man who has his own hobbies and interests. And I think Yuna would have to accept Seymour for what he is, which is a half Guado, half human guy who wants to kill all of Spira and become Sin. But he's insisting that she help him with this, and that's where it becomes a problem. At any rate, folks, we'll see how Titus and the gang react to this latest turn of events in the next video. This is Mysterious JG. I want to thank you guys for watching, and see you next time.